crap, I closed it. What's up, everybody? I accidentally closed the tab. I didn't mean to. Um, just wanted to make this video to do an update on how things are going with eGoods and Intracoin and all of that. So basically, the crowd sale is going to be coming to an end soon. It was unsuccessful, and a lot of that has to do with, I think, probably the way that I was marketing everything. No one really knows, and if you've been following everything and watched all the videos pertaining to this, you know that you may have noticed that I've said that, like, when I talk about eGoods, I'm very thorough, but when I mention Intracoin, I just say, I have some other things planned, and I'll mention that stuff later. I have another computer up, have some notes to stay on topic. So everyone knows that eGoods is a crypto cashback platform that offers people cashback when they shop through the portal. I have relationships with all the top retailers. I don't say all, but the majority of the top retailers: Amazon, Walmart, Best Buy, Macy's, Alibaba, Lazada, places like that. And you get 10% across the board back in cryptocurrency. Now, what I didn't mention, I never mentioned, is the purpose, the real purpose of eGoods. eGoods is an avenue that I wanted to use to, or I want to use to get Intracoin in the hands of the masses. And the reason I want to do that, my biggest I'll say that I guess the biggest part and piece to this entire puzzle is not just eGoods, which is a good idea on its own, but it was really the Intracoin, because the whole point in me doing all of this was for economic empowerment for people all throughout the world. I would like to help those that are, disenfranchised and living in poverty, homeless, struggling just to live, just to survive. So those are the people I want to help. And we can't rely on our governments and all that to do that, because frankly, the money system that we have doesn't, it's not tied to anything. It's a big scam. When money isn't tied to anything, you can literally just print money. And now they don't even, they still print money, but this has been the purpose, the shift of having us leave paper money to use debit cards and bank accounts and do everything electronically and digitally. So now if they want to add or subtract money, they just, there you go. Now we have whatever that number is in US dollars, and we enter that into circulation. What does that sound like? That sounds just like cryptocurrency. So ask me this, or riddle me this: why is there homelessness? Why are people going hungry? Why is there poverty at all? That doesn't make any sense. Why do people slave away at 9 to 5s that they hate just to make ends meet? That does not make any sense, and it's not necessary. The reason our governments are doing it is for power, and to be able to control the minority. And when I say minority, I mean everyone that's not the 1%. It's a fact that 1% of the population controls 99% of all of the wealth. That just doesn't make any sense. So my point, and not my point, but what I wanted to do was use Intracoin to combat that. And we can go look at CoinMarketCap, right? Let's go look at CoinMarketCap, and we can look at Bitcoin, we look at Ethereum. Bitcoin today is worth $111 billion. Ethereum is worth $21 billion. Billion, y'all. And tell me why Bitcoin is not because Bitcoin is a company. Why is this company not utilizing the portion that they own to help erase poverty? Or Ethereum. That doesn't make any sense to me. We want to believe that they created these things to empower people, and that's possible. Bitcoin has pioneered a movement, but as of late, it's just all gone to selfishness and greed. We're back at the money system. I can't believe it's almost 2,000 cryptocurrencies now, and listed on CoinMarketCap at that. And the majority of them are all nonsense. So here is what I wanted to do. I was going to use eGoods to, pay salaries and stuff like that, but I was going to use the equity from Intracoin to create programs that give people free housing. And I'm not talking about Section 8 like how the government does. Some people may say, well, the government does do that. Well, there's a problem with that system. Section 8, it does require some people to work, but they may work at like Walmart or the gas station or something like that. They're not working for a home, and they don't own these homes neither. So what do you end up getting? I used to do real estate as a profession. You get people who destroy homes. They don't give a crap about the homes, and it overall brings down the community the nearby community. You have bad schools. You have low taxes, which is why they don't pay for the roads and all that. That's nonsense too. We already explained that earlier in the video. So that's a huge problem. Now, what I wanted to do was create a program similar to Habitat for Humanity, where we take these people that are homeless and need a place to stay, and we say, okay, we start with families. We say, okay, if you need a place to stay, we will use, like I said, Bitcoin has this. We will use the money to buy, so many acres of land, get all the material. We'll employ a few engineers and a few just builders to teach or manage people in building their own home. So what you do now is you employ these people, you employ the homeless people to build their own homes. Okay, and you have, of course, you have people monitoring them, just like Habitat for Humanity. They just get regular people in the neighborhood to come help build the house. Of course, you have electricians to do the wiring and plumbers to do the plumbing and all of that. But you have just the community come and help build a house, and that is what you do. You get a group of people and you help them build their own home. Now, the only thing they're responsible for are utilities and taxes. Now, we can eliminate the utilities because if we're going to build our own community, we can make it run off of solar, and we can strategically place wells all throughout the community so that we can use well water. Now, we still got to probably connect, but, overall consumption from the city would be low. And what ends up happening is you have a person that feels empowered, okay? I was going to write all this stuff out, but I'm not going to do it now. I'm just going to talk to you. You have people that feel empowered. They're going to take better care of the home, one, because it's theirs, and not only is it theirs, but they help build the thing that they live in. They have a sense of pride, and that will make them look to their surrounding neighbors. They want to help them, and that'll make them look outside their community and say, we need to build this up too. It will change the community overall. Okay, you have people that's empowered. Not only that, for the company Intracoin that spearheaded this thing, guess what you have now? You have loyal employees who have developed a trade, and now we can go build for other companies and for other neighborhoods, and now we have another profitable business. And these people have went from homelessness to building their own homes, getting educated in a trade that they can use and utilize, and now you can pay them a salary that, let's put it this way. Let's say if you needed $60,000 to live in, I don't know, some part of North Carolina, some rural part of North Carolina. If you are taking care of their utilities and their home, only thing they have to worry about is a car and property taxes and food. Well, they don't even need $60,000 anymore. They can live comfortably off of $40,000. I mean, $40,000, they're saving probably $1,500 to $2,000 a month. So after all is said and done, so now they have time. because now they don't need to work as much because all they have to do is pay for small things. Their biggest expenses are taken care of. And you have a community of people that live well. They can build their own schools. They can have their own grocery stores. And, that is how you empower people. The whole point of this is just to empower people economically, just not financially, but just overall, okay? You help build up people's spirit, you help build up people's mind, you help build up people's just their hope and humanity, you help build up the community, and it's an overall, you know, nice place to live. Just because you have a group of people that take pride in their communities, and that's pretty much it. So that's what I want to do programs like that. I have another one that I want to do for children in foster care. My wife is in foster care. I have, you know, some long lost family I've met on through Ancestry.com, who I've grown close to. Also, were in the system, and it's something my wife has always wanted to do, and also one of my other relatives who was also in the system. And you see the trend. People who have been there, homelessness. Okay, I've also been homeless before, so there's a trend. I've been homeless before, and now I want to help homeless people. My wife, she was in foster care. She wants to help, kids in foster care. Another one of my relatives was in foster care. She wants to help, help kids in foster care. That's just kind of how it is. It's harder for a person that's been silver spoon fed all their lives to really understand what people need. And that's just it. That's what I wanted to use. I wanted to use my talents in business and technology, or just we could say fintech, to build something that can truly empower people, not just to get money. And going back to the beginning, that is the way I advertised and marketed eGoods. Was I didn't mention anything about the philanthropic portion of the whole point of the reason why I'm doing everything. I just marketed everything just like how everybody else did, just in a greedy manner. Not that I was being greedy, but I just did it the way all the greedy people did it, because I wanted to just be consistent, and I thought it may get success from that, because most people I've noticed are selfish and they don't give a crap about other people. So why would they invest in something that helps other people? That people mostly are looking out for themselves, unfortunately, and that's part of the problem. But I wanted to try to cultivate a community that showed people that if you look out for one another, you ended up living well. You have something, tangible and nice, and it's more rewarding and fulfilling. So eGoods was a front for that. And the way I was going to try to get Intracoin increase in value was using eGoods to spread Intracoin out. And that's how Bitcoin got good. They gave it away. Me, I'm doing the same thing, but you got to just, instead of going directly to Amazon, you go to eGoods first, and you go to Amazon through eGoods. I get money now to actually hire professionals to teach the people to build their communities. You see what I'm saying? So this was the whole point. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. I just decided, since the crowd sale was an utter failure, I might as well just tell people what it really was and stop playing these games, trying to, it was really manipulative in a sense, trying to be like everyone else. I'm not like everybody else, clearly not, because most people I've noticed are selfish. I'm not selfish. So I'm just going to be me from here on out. And that's what it was. That's what eGoods, the true mission of eGoods is. It is just a way to saturate the market with Intracoin, by which hopefully that increases the value of Intracoin, and I can use the equity from that to help other people and really make a difference in people's lives. Like, I'm not going to go over statistics and all that. I can do that in another video. But really, the homelessness and the poverty and just in the United States is really terrible. It's scary, y'all. I'll just give y'all one statistic. You think about this. Over 66% of Americans have less than $1,000 in savings. You think about that. $1,000 a computer I got 2 computers I'm using right now. This MacBook Pro, that was $2,000, and this HP, which was $1,700. They can't even buy computers. How are they buying computers? How are they doing anything? I have almost $4,000 worth of just equipment right in front of my face, and I got like cameras and cell phones and all that other stuff y'all just can't see on here. I have 2 cameras. One camera I'm looking at was 1,200, and this other camera I don't remember how much this one was, but and then a GoPro. Look, this doesn't make any sense. Okay, so if you are feeling, I don't know, I ask nobody for anything. I just ask if you do want to support, they just use the platform. I'm not asking for no money from anybody. That's the thing. I'm not asking for no money from anyone. Just use the site. Submit your rebate form to get your Intracoin or not. Whatever. But if you want to help, that's what happens when you use this and you get the Intracoin and you tell people about it. That's what it's going to. So, with all I said, I'm gonna end the video now. I just wanted to make something to explain what Intracoin was really all about, my true goals, my true intentions, and what eGoods was really a face for. So with that said, I will see you guys next video.